This is Brooklyn Blowback TV. We get naked with the truth. And our next story is another great story. This one is called Harriet and the Promised Land by Jacob Lawrence. To the courageous women of America. This is the story of Harriet Tubman, born a slave in Maryland around 1822, who made a daring escape to the North and freedom. At the risk of her life, she returned 19 times to lead over 300 of her people to freedom in the Promised Land. Harriet, born a slave. Work for your master from your cradle to your grave. Harriet clean, Harriet sweep, Harriet rock the child to sleep. Harriet hear tell about the Promised Land, how Moses led the slaves over Egypt's sand. How Pharaoh's heart was hard as stone, how the Lord told Moses he was not alone. Harriet prayed to the Lord at night for strength to free your people when the time is right. Harriet grow bigger, Harriet grow stronger. Harriet work harder. Harriet worked longer. Then Harriet got the sign that the time was right. She cried, "Brothers, sisters, I'll lead you tonight." The North Star shone to light Harriet's way, and they marched by night and they slept by day. Some were afraid, but no one turned back, for close at their heels howled the bloodhound pack. A snake said, "Hiss," an owl said, "Whoo!" Harriet said, "We are coming through." A runaway slave with a price on her head. "I'll be free," said Harriet, "or I'll be dead." She said, "Believe in the Lord." She said, "Believe in me." She said, "Brothers and sisters, we're going to be free." They slept in a barn with the barnyard fowl, and Harriet kept watch like a barnyard owl. Good people gave them food to eat and a chance to rest their weary feet. They gave Harriet chickens to disguise the runaway slave from spying eyes. Then the north wind howled like a bloodhound pack, but none were afraid, and none turned back. Harriet led them across the snow toward the Promised Land, as Moses led his people across the burning sand. They marched through the cold, they marched through the heat, and the only sound was their marching feet. Now they marched by day, now they marched by night, still the Promised Land was not in sight. Now Harriet grew weary and sick at heart. Now the Lord sent Harriet a chariot. The chariot was sent by the Lord's own hand, and Harriet rode the chariot to the Promised Land. Harriet, born to be free, led her people to liberty. Harriet and the Promised Land. This is Brooklyn Blowback TV, the world in a snow globe. And as the world spins,